Okay, welcome back everybody. I'm going to welcome back to the Tinker and Bruce channel, and you're never sure what you're going to see me doing. What I'm going to make right now is a little handle for the lid on this box, and I know what I'm going to make, and I've got an idea planned out in my head. So let's just see if I can make it come to fruition. If I fail, you're going to see me fail, and if I fail, then by golly, we'll make another shot at it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little piece that stands about an inch and a quarter tall off the top of this box lid. So I got to get that width here on the saw. I got to get it down to about an inch and a quarter. Yeah, I'm just kind of pounding on with my palm of my hand here a little bit. And let's get this not quite an inch and a quarter. There we go. About an inch. That was about an inch and 3/8, or excuse me, 3/16. Let's get this. So see what we got here. We'll get it squared up. That's an inch and a quarter. Looks pretty good. Okay. So what I'm going to do, tighten that down, and I'm going to run this through there and just get me a little piece of walnut off of it. It's not going to be very big. Plug the sander, plug in the saw. Take this off. Now I have to make this piece a little bigger than normal. And the reason for that is because when I shove this through the blade, I need enough to work with. I'm going to make some stops. So I almost pulled a no-no there. I almost tried to run this through freehand. And that's a very dangerous thing to do. We'll push this to the side. Shut this off. This is the piece I want to work with. That's the piece I want to discard. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut a bevel in this on both sides. So, I'm going to take and lower my blade. And then I'm going to set an angle on my blade so that I can do that. So I don't know if you can see that from up there. I've got a little set of wheels underneath of here that I can take and change the angle. What I'm going to do, I'm going to raise that up so you can all see what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to guess at this angle. So we're just going to put a little bit of an angle on it. See how the blade's moving over? And that is going to be a tough one to cut. There's no two ways about that. So I got to think about this a second. How am I going to cut that? Got to be able to run that back through there. Okay, I know how I can do it. And that's what you do. You just got to think through some of this stuff. So I'm going to leave the angle where it's at. I kind of like that. And we'll cut into this. I'll use that piece that I discarded to kind of mess with here a little bit to try it out. We want this up just about halfway. We're going to put this on here. Put the old rip fence back on here. Use that a lot. We're going to get this real super close to this blade, because I don't want to get my hand in there too close. As I've said in a couple previous videos, it ain't no fun to get your fingers in these things, and I've done it. It is no fun. So I'm not, let's just see what this does. I don't know how I could bring it in much more, but I need to bring it in a little bit if I can. It's almost gonna, that blade's almost gonna touch this thing. Take it through. Notice I put my push stick on here. Okay. I like that. Show you here what I got in just a second. This is a sacrificial piece, keep in mind. I'm gonna have to raise my blade just a bit, and when we get done here, you'll see what we got. Here we go again, one more time. Now I use this to keep my fingers out of that stupid blade. And I can still get into it. See how we cut this little piece out of there? You'll see here in a minute what I'm thinking. Just see what happens. That piece broke off. Alright, so what I've done, I've got this groove cut out of here, which is what I wanted to do. And you see the little angle? I'm just going to show you how quick one of these can get you. You just saw that. Put this on there, all it did was kick it, just kick the back and caught it. Still enough to startle you. Put that across there. Let's see if I can clean this up a little bit. Well, actually, my piece is too narrow now. So anyway, you kind of see the idea of what I'm going to do. And so let's go ahead and try to cut this one. Let's see. The height is pretty close. I just raise it just a shade. Let's go ahead and cut it and see what it does. Now remember, this is a whole lot longer than what we're going to need. One of them little boogers that just come off of there. There's a little slack. And we're going to cut the last one. That worked out good. Okay. That turned out pretty good. got a little bit of returns in there. That's okay, that'll sand out. You can see what we're going to do. Take these out. Here's the lid. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut a little short piece of this off. I'm going to work that down a little bit with a sander. I'm going to cut that off, and that's going to be the grab for the lid. Now I'm going to cut this off a little shorter, and that way the larger side will come down here and set on top of it. So that's going to be the handle for this lid. I get this stained and get a coat of tung oil on it and get this glued. This little project will be complete. I'll take a picture of it here pretty soon, and I'll show you the finished product. So again, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and see what Tinker and Bruce is doing. It's kind of good to see how quick that saw can react before you even know it. And it can. That's not the first time it's done it on me. So you just got to kind of expect it and stay clear of it. And yeah, they can reach out and get you. So anyway, have a good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.